Welcome back to Lost World. So here we are on Isla Sorna, Site 4.
You know what would make Jurassic World Dominion complete?
What?
What, a crossover with Lost in Space?
No, if it actually goes to outer space.
No,
Sure,
That's
Hold
Fast
on.
and Furious'
So,
job.
from this region of the island you can reach 3 locations. Amber Mine, Egg Hunt, and Rough Road. Complete each of these missions to gain access to the following area. Pterodon Attack.
Ooh.
Oh, so the Pterodons will be the boss of this area.
Kind of. It will be something more akin to the river raft level rather than a proper boss battle. Only the first
Or
2
an
are...
endurance round.
Kinda like that piece in Jurassic Park 3.
If that helps you, sure. Alright, so... if I remember correctly, the first one I'm going to be doing... Because Amber Mine, I'm going to leave that for final. Since we are... Okay, for the first one we're going to do is actually Egg Hunt. So, let's hunt some T-Rex eggs. I'm sure this will in no way...
I was just about to ask if we were still about from Velociraptors and not, T-Rexes, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
correct.
a good point. What are Velociraptors doing in T-Rex territory?
To be fair, no, the Velociraptor one were from one of the previous areas.
Alright, there's a boat there, but I'm just trying to see if I can find it.
Oh, this music especially slaps. I know we've said it before about this tune at
And
least
again,
3 times now
that's
between me
the-
and Teal,
that's
but
the-
good stuff.
That's the sad part, because when we don't know the composer is.
It's in the credits too. We'll see.
It is? Oh, okay. No, because every time I try to search for stuff like, say, IMDb, do not credit anyone for composing.
This game is too obscure too.
I know.
Even for IMDb, which is normally the place you go to when Wikipedia fails you.
It has a page currently by the time I'm recording this, but it doesn't have complete credits. That's what I mean.
Go
So...
on the egg hunt.
Oh crap! Oh, immediately right, we start by being attacked by a Triceratops and an infant T-Rex. Fortunately, they're fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, oh my god, they actually fought of AI enemies fighting amongst each other.
Monster Hunter World ripped this off 0 out of 10.
We're dinosaurs, really.
Okay, let's calm down and read the messages. Oh, use the hover vehicle to explore the offshore island and collect T-Rex eggs. Beware of mines in the water and attacking dinos on the islands.
No duh! Kind of figured that out already.
Okay, since, speaking of, about actors who were in the
Snap.
movie...
Oh!
About actors that were in the movie Lost World, there was a role that I saw Vince Vaughn in a few years ago that I actually did kind of like. He was one of the wrestling coaches in the movie Fighting With My Family.
I love how
the movie that The Rock produced.
Yeah, basically it's about a British up-and-coming wrestler named Paige.
Oh god,
Who gets-
respawn.
Who gets to try her skills in the WWE.
that being said,
I love how cartoonishly far the Triceratops knocks you every time he gets you.
Fortunately, if you manage to tranquilize either a Triceratops or a T-Rex, you get 2 coins instead of 1. So yeah, the game will reward you if you try your best to handle against these tough opponents. So there's that.
Good luck.
I love how I literally launched 3 fucking missiles at the Triceratops and that still didn't kill him. That Triceratops...
That Triceratops woke up and chose violence today.
Clearly. I just...
To be fair, it kind of mentions response to what I questioned a couple of parts ago. The fact that these dinosaurs, particularly these particular ones like a Stegosaurus or a Triceratops, usually have a much thicker skin than some of the others. A raptor does make sense, at least on a hypothetical level, obviously, but some of these other dinosaurs were literally built to have skins impenetrable to resist predator attacks.
So, I do like how you can combine lethal ammunition to use on an enemy, but you can switch over to, like, the tranquilizer just in time before you kill them.
It's usually not recommended because, if you accidentally kill them, then no coins for you.
Said though, clearly the Triceratops is built different, so missile and then trinket.
Indeed. Alright, we can locate the eggs as always, but we don't have the proper map card yet, so we're gonna see if we can find it. For now, let's just sail and see where we can find. Oh, look at all those.
Ferocious.
Look at all those aquatic mines, just ready to destroy our boat in one hit.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
seriously, guys. You want to end up accidentally killing the water life? Although I guess, to be fair, at this point, they hadn't created water dinosaurs, but still, I do have to question the presence of aquatic mines.
Well, actually, Joe, remember, in the river raft level, we were attacked by underwater dinosaurs, so they are in this. So they are in this island actually. So
in that case, what's the plan with the aquatic mines? Risk potentially blowing them up?
I guess Ham and staff didn't really think these things through.
Spare no expense.
Are we sure that those guys are Ham and staff and not like, the ones working for his shifty little nephew?
Probably. Alright, so there you go. We found the island that has the map card, as well as a baby T-Rex. So this is gonna be... yeah. Alright, let's see if we can find a place where we can land the boat. Oh, there we go. There's the egg right there.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Indeed.
101.
And here it is. Alright, let's park. There we are. Okay. Alright, we have only one baby T-Rex. Should be hope maybe we can try to do it without him noticing us. Let's... oh, crap. There's one.
Yeah.
And there's another one. Great.
One!
Three! Jesus!
Yeah, holy cow, they're gaining up on you!
Yeah, that's the thing about this mission. This mission is very tough, so you need to play it safe here. Like, it's recommended that you bust out your most powerful weapons and try your best to stay in one safer spot, and try to take them down from a distance. Because yeah, the T-Rexes are gonna fucking lunge at you and devour you. So
seriously, that looked like I was watching a mafia snuff film with the way that
there you
they're
go.
hanging up on you.
Find out that T-Rex egg that's just as big as me, and I stuffed it right in my pants somehow.
Mr. Rex sends his regards. I don't know.
Pretty much, like seriously, that was like they were putting a hit out on you with how they literally cornered you and juggled you amongst themselves.
You can actually try to use a T-Rex locator to locate them if you want to, so you can always so that way before you come into an island you won't be unprepared. So yeah, you can do that. All right, it's a try.
Forbid you go out too far enough and they end up respawning.
Okay. Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything more on this island anyway, I think. Oh, never mind, there's one coin here. There we are.
That thing Pedro said just then. All you have to do is change a few words and bam, there's Universal after in between Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World. There's not much left to do here. Oh wait, there is this one bit here.
Honestly, like I said, it's kind of interesting. Sure, like we mentioned, there was the comic line, but between Free and World, Universal stayed very quiet in terms of, promoting the franchise, even on merchandising, point of view. Which I can understand, considering the problem was, Free sucked so much and people did not like it so much. We might as well leave the franchise dead at this point.
Plus the interesting thing as well. The same year Jurassic Park 3 came out, The Fast and the Furious also came out.
Oh, wait, really? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, 2001.
Hold on, The Fast and the Furious. That's Fast and Furious 4, right?
Yeah.
No, that's the first one.
Yeah, see, here's what you do.
The fourth one is just called Fast and Furious.
Yes, Major?
Here's what you do. As you might have noticed, the T-Rexes will not chase you up to the pier, so you can hide in the pier and try your best to maybe try to take them down from a distance. So that's the primary strategy that I recommend if you're not using cheats like I am.
Try and stay still.
Unfortunately,
staying still makes you an easy food for them.
That too.
No, I mean, if you stay absolutely still in front of a T-Rex.
Oh, that. Unfortunately, Webs, the game did not implement that particular bit of information. So, Alright, 2 eggs remain.
Series have made such a big deal out of that bit.
Getting to the eggs is not the problem. The problem is whoever's guarding said eggs. It seems I'm actually surprised that mommy and daddy are nowhere near around here.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, on these islands, where are mom and dad? Why is it just the babies that are protecting the eggs?
They're too busy munching the car with that comic
Well,
relief inside.
Jova, maybe we took down the mom and we chased off the dad in the T-Rex chase level.
Sure,
So-
let's go with that.
Maybe
So then, does that mean that they swam from island to island and just had sex and then laid the eggs?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really quite understand how these 4 eggs got spread over the course of all these islands.
Like, maybe the sex was so good that it energized them enough to swim with those tiny little arms from island to island.
Maybe make a point in the movie to mention that the T-Rexes stay in one specific territory and never move out for any circumstance, and it's a big deal that they do because they've been disturbed by the human attacks. So, I don't know.
Okay, so trying to my best to find a place to park the boat. There's some gas grenades there, but we'll get to those. Here it is. Fortunately, these convenient signs tell me. There we are. All right, should be smooth sailing from here. Oh shit!
Absolutely.
Oh no! Bonk.
Why do you give a shit if I get a T-Rex egg? What's your stake in this?
You see, he owes a debt to the T-Rex father.
Apparently.
Actually, the Godfather
There.
bought dinosaurs.
I
would be interesting.
There, I got Sarah's daddy. Now you can't sing with your shitty singing voice ever again.
But no, seriously though, the Godfather with dinosaurs, I would actually watch that.
Alright, here's some gas grenades to recover from all that's just used. Go ahead, yes.
Did the G-Mans on Dinosaur series ever add a Mafia-themed episode?
I don't think so. I'll have to rewatch it, maybe. I don't think there was
Yeah, I never really watched it myself. All I know is about the
Oh, it's a great show.
ending.
Oh, you should.
Oh, I can imagine. Okay, I think it was actually broadcasted in my country, but sadly it was a case that I could never catch up, and since, I knew nothing back then, I couldn't until the internet.
Alright, and the last egg is in this island. Okay, so basically head southwest. Gotcha. Alright. Hopefully this one won't be guarded by a Triceratops or a T-Rex. Alright, the main... okay, when it comes to reaching the final island, yeah, you have to be careful of the landmines. So don't be too... don't pull on the accelerator too much, because you might just lend yourself into a landmine, or sorry, an aquatic mine. And yeah. So be careful. Alright.
To quote Undertale, it'll suck and then you'll die a lot.
If you want to make a trajectory, you can always click on the mine button and look at exactly where all the mines are. So that way you have a basic sense of what you can trace a path using the map. Again, the map screen of this game is excellent. Like it's like if you make good use of it, it makes your life so easy in the game in comparison to if you didn't. All right. Alright, hopefully that Triceratops will not see me. Oh, here's the final egg. Got it.
Alright,
Got
that
him.
may have been the easiest one to get.
All eggs collected. There we are. And
Hooray.
and it seems like that Triceratops didn't see me at least. So nice
That
to
or
see.
this one actually chose to finally make peace.
Okay. And now it's time for yet another defend. Okay, so remember the defend transport mission where we basically had to escort a giant truck to the goal. This time we have another level that's also kind of, except this time we have to drive the truck ourselves. So,
Fun.
all right. It's okay. Egg to egg hunt. We already did egg hunt, so Alright, if I remember correctly, the next two missions are on the Corona, because this the final hub world of the game is actually also in itself a set of islands. So you have to use the boat on this one too. And okay, see, okay. With the Dilophosaurus have the brains the size of an orange, so I understand them not understanding electric fences and going straight into them. The humans, on the other hand, the humans should know better.
They should, and I get the feeling we're gonna see more human intelligence when we have to defend the caravan.
All right, mental note: the pterodon attack fight is actually in this island, so give a mental note of that, so I can come back here later. All right, let's see. All right, so I haven't actually properly explored this northern part, so let's see. Should be able to find one of the signs towards the mission. So
Alright, and go.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's see if we can find a sign that tells us where the next mission is.
You have to go inside a T-Rex from the rear.
Wait. I try to reference the new Doolittle movie or something?
No, it wasn't actually. I was just saying, go up a T-Rex's rear and pull out what's causing its stomachache.
Well, that is what happens in that movie. So, except it's with a dragon instead of a T-Rex, but...
I know! Oh, God, Doolittle.
It's amazing to me how that scene somehow made into the movie. Someone had to animate that. Someone had to sign off on that, and apparently somehow nobody in that production crew quit or even bothered to at the very least question.
Let me recap. Right before that scene is a supposedly very serious scene about how that dragon is now the last of her kind because her mate was killed in such a savage way.
Yeah.
This is followed by Robert Downey Jr. pulling bagpipes out of her butthole and causing her to fart.
Well, I guess you could say Doolittle did little at the box office.
Yes.
Yeah, the joke's been made. But seriously, though, I really do have to wonder, what was everyone who agreed to that scene on at the time? Like, there is no way, ain't no way anyone in their right mind thought that scene was gold.
Mm-hmm.
The director?
Robert Downey Jr. was the producer and started the project, so he's the primary responsible.
His wife was the producer.
Well, weren't both of them though?
Well, at the very least, the Wikipedia of the Downeys only really credits his wife as being one of the producers.
Anyway, this truck...
So was it one of those cases where he did that movie for his wife?
This truck contains very valuable cargo. You must carefully drive the Unimog truck back to the mobile lab. Be sure to avoid all dangerous obstacles and to use whatever tools are available to clear a safe path for the truck.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay, so yeah, that's the truck right there. And yes, there's the human hunters. Okay, so... that's the basic gist of it. Be careful with the electrical fences. The dinosaurs, for the most part, are not... Okay, the Dilophosaurus are fine, because their spit doesn't really harm the trucks, so you're fine. It's the baby T-Rexes that you have to really be careful with, because the baby T-Rexes somehow, don't ask me how, can chew the fucking truck and drain itself. Don't ask me how... Don't ask me how the hell a T-Rex can fucking bite a truck. I just like...
Okay. An adult T-Rex, I could get, but the baby T-Rex? Okay, that's a little too OP, please nerf.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get that the T-Rexes, they're considered, like they're the line equivalent of this ecosystem. I get that, but still, geesh. All right.
Again, part of me wonders why they didn't just feature the adult T-Rexes more for segments like these.
Well, the T-Rex, the adult T-Rex in a level like this kills you in an instant, like we saw in the previous level that we had that. So I'm guessing they thought maybe that would be a bit too unfair.
Potentially.
Well, I guess what I would have done is just have, adult T-Rex that doesn't automatically kill you. Like, obviously have it be tougher, but, still in a way that's fair.
Okay, so that's that's the basic gist of it. Just keep driving, blow up any rocks that are in your path. As always, like, the only things that damage the vehicles, in case you forgot, are landmines, dinosaurs, well, some dinosaurs, not all of them, and of course the guns of the enemy hunters. So here, what the recommended path is to just drive for a bit and then pause and then go ahead on foot and try to take down any dinosaurs and hunters ahead of time. That way you can drive safely.
So basically, Dibs, going off of what you're saying about Doolittle, it sounds like it was a case of happy wife, happy life. If Downey's wife truly was the producer.
Seems like
Granted, not gonna say that Downey himself wasn't interested in it, but the thought of him not being able to say no to anything in it because, again, wanted to do it for his wife, does, it's admirable, but still kind of funny when you think about it.
Oh, yeah. Also glad to see that that hunter from before doesn't possess the ability to turn, considering he was trying to walk straight into the sign and just walked in place.
He's trying really hard, okay?
It seems like their best attempt is not enough, so too bad. And they
What should they do
us,
then?
bad for them.
I guess find a new line of work, since they suck at this one.
Or maybe they should hold seminars, tutoring on how to turn
like
properly.
like Dwib said in our 06 run, I forgot her name. The actress for Rouge eventually found a different line of work from the 4Kids one. So
what line of work did she find?
I don't. That's the thing, Joe. But, according to behind the voice actress, she hasn't done anything since 2009. So it seems like she just stopped voice acting altogether. So she apparently did change her line of work, which is nice considering she was terrible at it. No offense to you, lady. I'm sure you're a nice lady, but damn, you suck balls of Rouge. Also, shit, they're doing it again. They're walking straight into their minds. Brilliant.
That's why I'm not too big a fan of Genesis on the Flex.
Hold on, but you're walking into the mines too.
Yes, but I have the power of invincibility. They don't.
For the armor.
True.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
it's much more simple than that. Game Genie. But,
True.
yeah, that's the basic gist of it. I forgot her name. What's her name again, Dibs? Oh, she's Iceberg. Okay.
I'm gonna check in the meantime.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very. Sometimes you just have to realize that maybe a change in career might just be the best course moving forward, because All right. Let's see. There we go.
Down you go.
Kathleen Delaney.
Kathleen Delaney.
Let me check.
Didn't she also voice My Valentine at some point?
I think so. Yes.
Considering, for kids potentially. Let me.
God, they really typecasted her, huh?
Typecasted,
The actress who played Rouge in the 4Kids era. Who was it again, Dubs?
Kathleen Delaney, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing. That's actually kind of sad. When you're worse, when you're a worse Rouge than the SA2 version of her, then
Hold on, what's wrong with the SA2 version of her?
I think Lonnie.
the acting was a bit ropey. She was better in Heroes.
I mean,
SA2's one, she was a bit off.
Honestly, no, I'm fine with her in SA2 as well. I mean, Noah was great as Rouge.
No, I like Lonnie as Rouge. I mean, she's not perfect, but yeah, there is room for improvement. I think she's there. Yes,
she's good in Heroes.
Oh, dang! Tail whipped you.
The strange part about it is that normally I would say I would. It's more of a direction issue, but she was the voice director in those games, so that's the weird part.
Yeah.
I guess she's better at directing others than herself. So
Again, no. Lanny Minell is a great voice actress, but about this game, I'm beginning to wonder, maybe the T-Rex babies are the real masterminds behind all this. Like, they clearly don't want any competition, so they had a cover story where the humans are supposedly kidnapping the dinos, but in reality, they're just helping them subjugate all the other dinos, because clearly the baby T-Rexes are acting smarter than the actual human.
Java, go to 4chan and post your fury there.
Because, I'm just saying that between all the AI, the baby T-Rexes are schooling the human AI. Like, the T-Rex babies actually avoid the hazards, and what's more, use their numbers to their full advantage on you.
Yep.
And they play with you, too.
Of all the missions, this is the one that probably will take you the longest, because even the cave missions, if you know beforehand the exact map by memory, you should be able to complete those fairly quickly. I haven't. This is my first time playing the game in years, so obviously that wouldn't apply to me. But yeah, this is not even a matter of memorization. This one, yeah.
Allow me.
Go on.
2 words. Escort mission. Like, okay, it's not an escort mission in the traditional sense, but essentially you are escorting the vehicle, so obviously you're employing a lot of tricks that you would have to in an escort mission, trying to go well ahead to give yourself an advantage so that your ward or whatever you're protecting doesn't get bulldozed, essentially.
According to command, it's cargo.
Do this and that. Yeah.
They say it's cargo. They don't say what the cargo is. It's just cargo. For all I know, I'm transporting drugs. So.
Or plutonium.
Yeah, that would explain the end of The Lost World, the movie.
What, everyone just got on drugs?
The T-Rex was on cocaine, and
Fuck!
that's why he managed to
Southern T-Rex!
Oh, shoot! Dang!
It was explained how he managed to slaughter the entire crew of the ship without actually, destroying it in the process.
A T-Rex on cocaine. That sounds weirdly awesome.
I mean, yeah, go ahead, Universal. Make a, after you're done with Dominion, make a Jurassic World spin-off for Peacock, where the dinosaurs are on drugs.
Lord knows, Peacock needs all the help it can get.
No,
Yeah,
that's
well,
okay.
okay.
They have wrestling. That'll surely say.
Okay, that's the fake joke. That's an interesting fake joke. Around here in the UK, if you have Sky, since they're also owned by Comcast, you can get Peacock for nothing.
I don't know if that's a good move or a move of desperation, but yes, Theo?
It might work out because Sky is much more popular here in Europe as a service even before streaming started. So it's more of a case of Universal is gaining essentially easy numbers just by virtue of the European market.
Yeah, basically, Sky have business here in the UK, in Germany, and Switzerland, I guess, and Italy.
Mm.
So the question remains, how much will that truly help?
Well, I don't know. We will see.
Well, we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe Peacock will somehow take off. Mind, Comcast are kind of weird here in the UK. Like, I thought they'd be prioritizing more on streaming, yet they recently launched a NBC news channel here.
Ha!
I get the feeling it's because Peacock isn't exactly doing too well, so.
Speaking of streaming,
which is funny because if you're here, basically mostly to us Brits, the only thing you know of NBC is that's the logo that appears at the end of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Speaking of streaming services not going well, Netflix are doing a rather candid job of digging their own grave.
Yeah, it's like throwing billions of dollars at content ad nauseum would eventually come back to bite you or something.
I have to show you what they're doing. What they just announced today.
Please tell me they did not raise the price again. Please tell me they did not raise the price again.
Here's your free subscription plan. You can go for the basic plan, which you have for $9.99. You have good quality, and can only watch your videos at 480p.
Ah,
brilliant.
Then you have your standard plan for a monthly price of $15.49, better quality, resolution 1080. Then the premium plan, $20 a month, best quality, 4K plus HDR.
Oh, goody! So we're paying extra for what we
The people-
already got.
The head of Disney Plus right now must be going with a cigar, Jory Sanfas, like,
Yeah, he's like, damn, we didn't even need to do anything really. We just let Netflix sit back and watch Netflix kill themselves.
And then when they
Seriously.
do, we'll just raise the prices.
Seriously,
Slowly.
I swear, Disney Plus being born really made Netflix panic and just flail their arms around. Because ever since Disney Plus was born, Netflix have been making dumb move after dumb move. Now, that's not to say we haven't still gotten great movies in them. We've gotten stuff like Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey,
It's because-
The Holiday Fall.
It's because before, Netflix used to be going kind of unopposed. Yes, they had competitors, but Netflix was always undisputedly the most popular streaming service. But then when Warner Brothers and Disney threw their hat in the ring, suddenly all the issues that Netflix has always had were now much more apparent.
Not helped by companies then we don't actually want your stuff on Netflix. We want it on our own streaming services.
Our own streaming
that's also another thing. Yeah. Because that's also another thing, because Warner...
Yeah, that is right. We've got a new golden age of piracy thanks to this
Anime distribution in America.
Remember when
Thanks, Sony.
Remember when most of the MCU was actually on Netflix?
Yeah.
I know, right? And hell. Now even the Netflix MCU shows, which were advertised strictly as being Netflix originals, have now been taken over to Disney Plus.
Also, Deji. You know who I also blame in terms of the anime front?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers for selling it in the first place.
It's also the same thing that what was just said, yes, but it's also interesting because the same thing is happening when it comes to the animation department regarding the two companies, because apparently there's a lot of animators who are leaving Netflix Animation because apparently the changing management caused so that the creative freedom that was there before is apparently no longer a thing.
And they want all their shows to be as successful as The Boss Baby. It's just like...
Wait, hold on. The Boss Baby show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll admit, I've heard some people say that the show is much better than the movie. I only saw the first episode, and there was baby censorship in that, so I noped the heck out of it. As in, they had to literally ditch out a baby's never regions as one of the jokes in that one.
Brilliant.
Classic Netflix.
So
Whereas
I'll say this: if that show got better, I am not aware.
It was interesting because it was right about the same time. First, we had that piece of news about Netflix Animation apparently not having the same kind of creative freedom they had before, and therefore their animators are actually leaving the studio. And only like a couple days after, Disney announces that Jennifer Lee, the head of Disney Animation, as well as Clark Spencer, the president, announced that they're starting a new training program for hand-drawn animators with 2,000 applicants. Basically, Eric Goldberg even mentioned how they're going to try to, now with Disney Plus, the hand-drawn animation is going to make a comeback, probably with the Tiana show. That's probably going to be the first.
I know it's probably a coincidence, but damn, let's see.
But look at it from the perspective of the animation community, Jova. Look at it from the perspective of the animation community. They get that Netflix news, and then right after that, they get the Disney Plus one. So it's hard for them not to get a specific reaction that Disney probably wants them to get. So
I'm actually curious on one thing.
Disney have made mistakes, but I'll be damned. Like, not only did they make a great deal with Disney Plus, they also made what people are calling the Disney Trio Bundle, packaging Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and while admittedly it's the basic version, it is still nonetheless a version of Hulu, all tied in there.
Oh, that's for America.
Yeah,
But,
here in Europe, Hulu doesn't exist, so Disney just added Star to the package.
Trust me, you guys are much better off for that because the version of Hulu we get in that package still forces you to watch ads. You have to pay higher to get it without ads.
I'm actually curious on one thing, Lives.
Yeah?
Considering due to the contracts of Sony and everything, where are the MCU Spider-Man movies located instead for the time being?
As of now, I think they got a first-run deal with Netflix, but after that, their stuff goes on Disney Plus.
Although apparently it goes on Disney Plus in like what 5 years.
Yeah, Homecoming. Homecoming was on Disney Plus a couple years before the time of this recording. It's since been taken off there.
Because No Way Home came about and oh right, but don't you see now the place that really has exclusive streaming rights to No Way Home currently is some place called Stars.
That's the funniest thing. Okay, that's on the subject of Spider-Man, actually. That's kind of the funniest thing to me. Some of the highest grossing films in the MCU and Disney barely got any profit from it because they didn't release it.
It's because of brand name alone, Lives. We have mentioned it a couple of times. It was kind of like Wolverine pre-2010s. Like, it was just a case where just the name was alone to sell something attached to it.
Alright.
Yeah.
One of the things about this level is that the checkpoints only work if you go near it with the truck. So basically, yeah, you can't cheat and try to complete the level without the truck. You really need the truck, even for the checkpoints. All right, so oh crap, Jesus!
Oh.
See, look at it. It was literally just chewing the truck.
Jesus, son, why?
What do they give these T-Rexes? Jesus!
I know, right? Maybe they give the baby T-Rexes cocaine. Like, dang!
Look at the truck's health. The truck's a bit more, and that T-Rex would have made the truck explode.
Can we
Okay,
heal
the idea with the bite, which that's what they're doing, as was also mentioned briefly in the movies, it's not just how sharp their teeth are, but also the actual pressure that is given due to the muscles of the actual mouth and the tendrils that you have. So I can't believe a T-Rex, an adult T-Rex, can actually potentially chew through some kind of at least hard plastic or metal, but not to a consistent kind of level, ideally.
And again, for a baby T-Rex at that.
Yeah, baby T-Rex in comparison should be able maybe to ruin your the wheels, the rubber part of the wheels. But that's it.
Jesus Christ! Not just they're fat.
Look at this. Look at him. That guy was literally walling you. Again, like, for as stupid as the human AI are, the baby T-Rexes seem to be super geniuses.
I guess all the work from the AI programmers went into the dinosaurs.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I guess it's to show how intelligent they are.
Or how stupid humanity is.
Yes.
Or both.
Alright, let's see.
That's possible too.
Alright, so let's drive back here for a bit. But yeah.
Is there a way to heal the truck up, or does it sustain its damage throughout the entire bout?
Yeah, you can repair the. Yeah, you were asking before. Yeah, you can repair the truck. Just have to collect those specific pickups that have an X on it. I think I'm gonna find one of them in a bit. Actually, let me see.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm surprised you could do that. You're on an island that doesn't necessarily have garages.
The developers realized that it would be maybe a bit too hard to try to do this on just one go and with just one life bar, so they decided to come up with a power-up that repairs vehicles.
Thought process-wise, I don't think it's too out of the ordinary, the idea that at least some of the hunters established some minor base camp, kind of like what they did in the movie, just on a more efficient scale, potentially.
Not only that, it's not too far out there to believe that our hunter here has mechanical skills.
Yeah, obviously.
I would imagine
survival skills and everything.
Yeah, I would imagine you need quite a few of a various set of skills to take a job like this.
All right, let's see. Let's see, what do we have here? We have barrels. Alright, since pickups disappear if I go off screen, let's get this out of the way. Alright, let's see if we find something here. Maybe a power-up? What?
So how are the driving controls?
They're fine. You just press on the D-pad and the truck will drive in that direction. It's that simple.
Okay.
I wish.
And actually, in one of the early
there you
parts,
go.
it doesn't.
One of those. Basically, just pick one of those, and your vehicle is fully healed.
There you go.
Wonderful.
No, they're fine. Oh shit, another one.
Oh boy.
Eventually, one of the early parts of it, they remind me slightly a bit of a one from Roger Rabbit. But again, I get the idea that it's kind of a case where when you actually do feel them on your own, they feel more natural instead of, just looking at them.
But no, it's one of those cases where the thing to get back to it, Netflix it's just at a point where they need to seriously rethink because remember, you're no longer the only boy in town. You have actual competition now. You can't. What worked 10 years ago is not going to work again. At this point, it's just you have to change strategies, Netflix. This worked back when nobody was really trying to oppose you seriously, but that's no longer the case. HBO Max and Netflix are actually treating the streaming thing.
Netflix are fighting themselves.
I just have to laugh. You know what? They might as well be. That's it. I have to laugh at the fact that they did the classic company move of thinking that raising prices in any way, shape, or form would help them.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You normally do that when you don't have competition.
It also doesn't help when your original content don't get me wrong, once in a while you'll get a gem out of their original content, but let's face it, it's basically a 1 in a 10 scenario, really, because most of the stuff they dish out is just either subpar or flat out terrible.
To give them credit, I would say that they still get a fair good amount of good stuff. The problem is that the bad stuff often overshadows the good stuff, partly because of how infamous it becomes, because it really is getting to the point where Netflix will practically greenlight anything, to the point where they are literally greenlighting The Kissing Booth, which is made from scripts made on Wattpad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like certain shows that people liked were canceled. Like I don't like Sense8 at all, but it was a well-liked show back when it was on, and yet they canceled it. But they greenlit not 1, not 2, but 3 Kissing Booth movies.
Also, don't forget stuff like 13 Reasons Why.
Oh god. Okay, 13 Reasons Why was liked at first, but it did not take long for people to turn on that show.
But I can also tell that for my country, we did got some exclusive stuff for us that are pretty good. More recently, we got an animated series based on an Italian webcomic, and it was actually pretty good. Actually, I'm talking about last year's December, I think. So it wasn't even too far off from that. It's just that. Sorry, go on.
I will give Netflix credit. It is thanks to them that we have gotten a lot of movies that, under the typical Hollywood structure, might not be a thing. And that's a good thing. A lot of those projects have been great.
Again, Klaus.
Klaus was absolutely outstanding. Like, here's the thing. Their problem is similar to the problem that Steam used to have until they absolutely had to address it. Lack of filtering.
Yep. Basically.
I mean, why else do you think we got cuties?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not even touching that. By the time we're recording this, if I recall correctly, there's only been very briefly since it's been launched, if it has not been launched at all. But also Paramount seems to be trying to step up their games as well with their own platform.
Yeah, they're launching the summer here in the UK.
Obviously, probably the one big thing that will keep them strong are gonna be the Star Trek series. But we do possess several, different other properties that they can hold.
Or Sonic.
Yeah, but those are more licensed as well. True. But they seem to be also be trying to forge some exclusive contract, like for example, like what they had previously with Nickelodeon.
That's the thing, Dwebs. The Halo series is not really doing well.
Movie on there. Oh god.
What was that, Tia?
Does that mean that the Bayformers movie are gonna be on Paramount Plus?
Well, obviously. I mean, they're the.
Okay. To be
System
fair,
Killer 10 out of 10.
to be fair, they're Paramount stuff, and people.
Oh, hold
when it
on.
comes to
This is me trying to lure the T-Rex into the mines. Let's see.
Oh, so now you're smart enough. So now the AI is smart enough to avoid the mines.
Yeah, dude. And there we go. See? And notice how the landmine does. Yeah, notice how the landmine doesn't hurt him that much. Man, how fucking tough are these babies? Jesus.
I'm beginning to wonder if the babies might actually be tougher than mommy and daddy.
Are they been genetically modified?
I mean,
Maybe.
it is Jurassic Park after all.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, when it comes to the Bayformers movies, people are usually fine with movies 1, 3, and 4. It's 2 and 5 that really get their goats, so it probably won't be too bad if they have the Bayformers films to Paramount Plus.
I don't really think much of 3.
Me neither. Deep Wing, anyone?
I'm not the biggest.
I mean, it's not just Deep Wang Pedro. I mean, at least he's only in the film for a bit. You know who's in the film more?
Who?
Sam Boy?
Yeah, Sam Witwicky. But he was fine-ish in 1 and 2, but in 3 he's an insufferable tool.
Honestly,
don't you see, Dweebs? He wasn't just supposed to be just a messenger.
I don't know.
That's the thing, though. He spent the first 2 movies banking on about how he wants to be special. He's special, but then in the 3rd one, he's like, I don't want to be normal again.
I don't know. I found him pretty insufferable in the 2nd movie too.
Wait.
That's the thing, Pedro. I think that screeching friend of his is worse than the 2nd one.
Okay.
Also, wasn't the 2nd movie the one where he wanted to be normal again, but the 3rd one was where he complained about suddenly only be seen as a messenger?
Yeah. That's what I was on about, and basically, it's pretty much like 1 and 2 in a lot of ways. The only difference is that there's no Megan Fox.
I'm
fine with 3, but I won't deny it. Out of the good Bayformers films, I do find it the weakest. Definitely.
Honestly,
I think Nimoy's also in it, but that's it.
For me, it's one of those cases where I can enjoy the 4th one on a basic popcorn sense. And honestly, and I've said this before because Dweb showed me the movie, like honestly, maybe you guys hyped it up maybe too much for me, but I didn't even find the 5th one all that terrible, to be honest with you.
But Pedro, the issue is you didn't finish it.
True, we didn't finish it. But that's the thing, Jova. The only reason I stopped watching was because I was bored. I wasn't even pissed off. I was just kind of bored because the movie was just kind of just mediocre to me, to be honest with you.
I remember your words, Pedro. You said, actually, I've seen all I need to see.
I'm curious, how far did you get into it?
About 2/3 in, maybe.
Oh, you haven't seen the worst bits.
It's one of those things where, okay, let me put it this way. I mean, Revenge of the Fallen is unsufferable from beginning to end. I can tell you that just based on the first 2/3 that I saw, I can already say that I definitely will never put this movie below Revenge of the Fallen, because the first 2/3 are just mediocre. I mean, Anthony Hopkins is at the very least badass as he always is in everything that he's in. So there's that at least. And the lack of Shia LaBeouf and John Turturro is also helpful, obviously.
That's the thing, that John Turturro was in the 5th film.
Oh, was he? I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Also, I'm gonna be sorry, but Mark Wahlberg in that movie is insufferable.
I enjoy Mark Wahlberg in the 4th movie, but I understand.
No. I'm talking about the 5th movie.
The 5th. Oh, in the 5th one. Yeah. Kind of.
I'm not sure what was up with him in that movie. Was he going through some things?
I have no clue. All right, everybody.
Whatever.
All right, everybody. We did it. We drove the truck into the mobile lab. So next time we're going to explore the Amber Mine. See you then.
See ya.
Yeah.